Yes, I got to set up the outdoor kitchen for the first time since November of last year. That's great. A little chilly now, but it's not that bad. It's nice to be able to stand up and wash my dishes. Oh, huge improvement. Yeah, we're making pita bread pizza again. Get to try out my new pizza paddle that I got for Christmas finally. It's like the easiest camping pizza you can possibly make. It's a piece of pita bread, not cut or anything. Some sauce. Preferred cheese, I like cheddar and mozzarella. And I like a lot of cheese in my pizza. A lot of cheese. Yeah, it's chilly enough. I had to put my jacket on. It's down to like 47 degrees now. So temperature's coming down. But it was nice while it lasted. A lot of cheese. And you can put your favorite toppings on it. In my case, I'm putting green olives, because that's what I like, and bacon bits. But you can keep it completely vegetarian. You can put all kinds of meats. You can do whatever you want with it. You can do the less flavored black olives if you want. Doesn't matter. I like green. Green it shall be. Here's the pizza paddle. Let's see if we can do this without dropping the pizza on the ground. Fits perfectly. Beautiful. Now we wait for it to finish. And that's why I put the tin foil down. Alright, let's see. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. Leave that open and let it cool down. Bring this over here. I forgot to hit record again. I do that from time to time. I set the camera up, do my stuff in front of the camera, then realize I never hit the record button. But I got to play with my Klingon batleth again. Slice the pizza up, so... Anyway, let's go have some pizza. Okay, just making sure I actually hit the record button. Okay. Oh well. Got a nice shot of me cutting that pizza up and then everything else and never actually hit the record button. Oh well. Oh, it smells good. There we go. Perfect. And that pizza peel, that was a great Christmas present I got. That worked out so well. So been a challenge trying to figure out how to get the pizza in and out of the oven up until this time. Ow. Killing myself here. Yes, I'm having milk with my pizza. And the furnace is about to turn on, so don't mind the noise. See? Alright, let's see how this came out. Still got a lot of organizing to do in this van. Trying to get some video editing done here. This is I'm working on the first video from this trip. I'll load this off into my editing room. This is actually the video that you probably had seen a little while back where I was introducing my closet I built. But now I get the first video from this trip out here to Barnes Field. Yeah, this is my normal setup for video editing. I'm gonna make some improvements to it. I got some ideas coming up for a couple bigger monitors and that eventually. But for now, this is the setup I use: this laptop and this external monitor here. And the software I use to do my editing is Vegas Pro version 20 at the moment. So the first thing I need to do is set up I'm setting up a project, a whole new project to do this video here. So first thing I need to do is I take the older project and remove all the clips from it. So I now have a nice empty project. I'm going to rename this folder here to be 0313 video. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be dropping all the video clips that were shot on the first day I was here. The first full day, because the first day I was here, which was the 12th, I didn't shoot any video. 13th I started shooting video though. Then I go and import media, and I go find all those clips I just imported. So it's under every video trip has its own folder. So I've got this one here, 312 to 315 Barnes. You go to clips, and I got 0313 video, and there's all the videos that I shot right there, all on the 13th. Makes sense, that's the day I fell and hurt my back. This is the 13th. For those of you who are superstitious. Okay, and now they're all imported. Just gonna wait for it to finish. 22 clips. There we go, there they all are. So now I'm going to do a save as, and I'm going to go to the Barnes folder, go to projects, and call this the Barnes template. And there comes the furnace again. Yeah, so we got the fridge going over there, the furnace going over here. But as you can see, it's 31 degrees outside now, so it's actually below freezing again. About 70 in the van, so the furnace is doing its job keeping it nice and warm in here. Yeah, I know. I always got the hat on. Anyway, how's it doing? Barnes Field. Hey, Barnes Field template. There we go. So now I create a template page that has all the clips in it, and I can start working off these videos here. But I'm only doing just the 13th because I got to get this done so I can get this released on Sunday. So I got all the clips loaded in here, and if you're curious, I have 41 minutes of footage here. Well, I have to go through all of that footage. Now the final video won't be 41 minutes long. It'll probably be about half that, but I shoot a lot of video there, and a lot of it gets cut out. A lot of it's just test stuff, things like that, at the beginning and ends of videos, and clips I should say, and some things just don't make it into the final video, so depending on what it is. So yeah, the final output will probably be about 20 minutes long. That's usual, but I did shoot about 40 minutes of content. So I'm back here in the bedroom area now. Yeah, I've got a bedroom in my van because now it's somewhat enclosed here. But a couple of quick things. So some changes I'm thinking of making to the van setup now that I've got this cabinet in place. One of the things I want to do is I want to move the thermostat right here. So right now it's on the wall behind the computer and that, where that is, behind my counter space. But I want to move it up here because this will be a great spot for it, because when I get up in the morning, right now I have to make on these cold winter mornings, I have to make a dash over, turn the thermostat up and jump back into the blankets again, because I keep the van at 50 degrees overnight. So I'm not using up too much propane while I'm under the blankets. So, but I want to turn the temperature up before I get dressed or anything. So it's a big dash to run over there, turn the temperature up, and then run back and jump under the blankets. So if I have the thermostat right here on the cabinet, I can just reach over, turn it up, I'm good to go. If I keep it just close enough to the edge, it should get a good reading of the temperature in the rest of the van. So that's one thing. That, and I've got the smoke detector and CO detector that I've got back here on the ceiling, which I'm always bumping my head on. Mount those probably up here someplace. And also, I'd like to get something that I can mount my phone to. So if I feel like laying in bed, I can watch a video there. I mean, I've got the screen mount up here, but sometimes it's just easier to just watch a video on the phone. So I'm thinking of just having some sort of a mount for it right here. Something I can rotate, so in case I'm watching a vertical or horizontal video or whatever I'm doing here. Yeah, terrible lighting in this space. I'm gonna work on that. Another little gadget I just picked up this past week. I saw one of these at a friend's house while I was over there. I looked at it, realized what it was, and realized, yeah, this would be a perfect match for the van. So what I've got here is a USB powered alarm clock. One of those Brookstone products. It's actually discontinued now. So I had to buy this off eBay, but I found it for 15 bucks plus shipping, so it wasn't bad. But USB powered, gives me the time, gives me a sort of temperature reading. It's kind of inaccurate most of the time, but it generates heat because it's of one other function. It's also a wireless charger. I can set my phone on it, and it starts charging right away. Of course, that generates heat, and that's why the temperature reading is abnormally high right now, as it's not 75 degrees over here. I can guarantee you that. But yeah, I got this little USB powered alarm clock with wireless charging. I can just set my phone there at night when I go to bed, and in the morning I got a full charge on it. Not too bad. Most of the time, that's all I need. The trips like this one, where the cell service is pretty weak, I drained the battery on the phone down a lot faster, so it was getting down to around 20%, so that's why it's on the charger now. But yeah, that was a neat little find there. So I've got a little clock here. We'll find a better spot for it at some point, but it's back here. It's plugged into my thing of all the USB connections. It has an additional USB out on the back of it too, so I can charge something else. So I don't lose a USB port having it there. And yeah, like I said, it's discontinued now. They have a different model. I don't think is as good in my particular setup, but this one works great for it. So it's only a 5-watt charger, so it's kind of a slow trickle charge, but it seems to get the battery on the phone fully charged overnight. So this is another one of those not so exciting videos. The pizza was good though. I enjoyed that. But after the big hike I did in the previous video there, I just didn't want to do much of anything tonight, so I'm still sore, my back is hurting. Don't have enough ibuprofen on hand. There are lots of Tylenol though, so I get that at least. So tomorrow I gotta get up a little bit earlier and get on the roads. I already put all the table and everything else outside away, so there's nothing outside except for a couple bundles of firewood on the ground that I never burnt because didn't really care for the fire pit in this site, and it was buried in snow anyway, so I didn't do anything with it. But wasn't too bad a day though. Beautiful weather, reached 62 degrees, so that wasn't bad. Like I said, it's now down to 31 out there, so it's chilly. I think this is where we're going to end tonight's video. So, thanks for coming along. We'll be making the trek back home to the home base tomorrow. I'll probably stop and see some of the scenery on the way. I haven't decided what route I'm going to take back home, if I'm going to take 16 back, or if I'm going to go around the big loop and go back 93. I might do that again, like I did last year when I came up here. That was kind of a fun drive. Can even stop at Dunkin's and get breakfast over there if I don't feel like making it in the morning, which may be the case. We'll see. And head up into downtown Gorham and take Route 2 back, I think it is. Yeah, I think that's Route 2 to 115 to Route 3, and 3 back to 93, and take 93 all the way back home. That's a nice drive. But in the meantime, I'm ready for bed. So thanks again for coming along. Remember, slow down, enjoy life, and always be kind. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.